when we click streaming by UVS, I can get link video on my YouTube. So I can get the this made it live stream, and we have to wire live stream one the YouTube, or we can get link of YouTube and using this link to on my website. When you need to live stream, you get link and you upload URL. And when the player start streaming, on the user is follow this player can receive the notification about that.
Here is a notification when the player live stream, and we go to live stream to view the live stream of player.
In here live stream, the user and player can also interact together. And we can see that when the player just something, the user can receive and can interact with the player.
We also communication via the private chat here.
And this is the functions like messenger of the Facebook. We can chat. You can see that. And okay.
When the live stream ends, the user will be back to the home page.
And the player stops streaming on the user in the streaming room will be go out and go to the home page.
Move to the next page. This is the evolution work of our team. When planning, we have reached the goal, and implementation. Our website is ready to use. In the completion, we also have 100% of the original goal, and we also report here. In the future, we want to use the payment via Momo, YellowPay, or the more function such as the multiple languages. And we want to develop the website repository for all devices. We also want to develop for the other country, example Thailand or Malaysia.
That means we want to defense again in August 2023.
Yes, maybe.
Defense again.
Who knows we're gonna reach that milestone? You need to defend again.
In the end, we want to show you about the developed system in the future.
It's based on the more function on recent before, and I think our system need to improve and develop to adapt expectation. So we use I design the developed system to firstly I use the blood balance to control and to control the asset of the user where all the user will log in or use our system at the same time. And so that we our system want to apply the microservice to define the service each module, and each module will control and manage maybe some few services to control easily way. And beside that, our system use the Express storage. It change the Cloud cloud to store information and picture on the website.
In the end, we have the material and reference it. We want to use this application, we can go to this link. And thank you for listening.
Okay, thank you, location.
Thank you, teacher.
Opportunity for giving them comments your position.
Thank you for your presentation. I will have some comments and questions for you. So first of all, maybe some comments about the thesis. Especially, I see the abstract. You write something like during the pandemic, it may have some kind of effect on the people, right? Like
Yes.
lose job or things like that, right?
Yes.
And so people can use. I mean, you mean like people can use some tools like yours, right?
Yes, teacher.
To improve to becoming a pro in live streaming or being high by others. But and then in the future, when we will reach out to the world, So that's what they said. So it's a little bit overstated or overclaiming, right?
Yes,
It
teacher.
is a little bit overclaiming because you cannot be sure in the future your software will reach out to the world. So I think you guys should revise your thesis at some point. Maybe some other lecturer here will give some comment to you. But especially about abstract, I think you guys should revise it.
Yes, teacher.
Don't overstate it, like it will be like you were sharing like that, right?
Yeah.
And also the motivation. I think it also needs to be clarified because it sounds reasonable.
Yes.
Because people may have, I mean, they may not have a lot of things to do during the pandemic because of the isolation, right? But why shouldn't be using your app would make some income, right? Because this is like just playing game, right?
Yes, teacher.
Mostly for hobby, maybe. But few of them would make income, right?
Yes, teacher.
So I think revise it and clarify better about motivation. It means sometimes maybe the app have some new cases, but use it to make money for people, maybe not so reasonable. Okay.
Thank you, teacher.
So that's the comment about the thesis, and then I have some questions for you
Yes.
regarding your work. First of all, is what is the necessity of your website? I mean, your system. What is the necessity? So is it for connecting people who are playing game and make them play together?
Yes, my website is the community to connect the other people together. They can interaction in the website together. They can play or chatting or sharing their hobby together. So that's the necessary of our system.
And it's like the community, connecting the community.
Yes, teacher.
With player.
Yeah.
So is there any differences between your website and some other similar websites? I think it may have something like this out there in the internet, right?
Yes.
So have you made some kind of screening? And what is the difference between yours and that?
Our system have some different like some website just have the brain layer or chat. Maybe it doesn't have the live stream on website, or the other website it just have a live stream or can increase the interaction between the user and player. Just focus on live stream. So we our system survey some website and combine function to go to the our system to fill some function it doesn't have between the
Can you
website.
list out some function that is different from between use and theirs?
For example, the web layer duo it just have the player duo it just have the brain layer. It doesn't have the live stream function, and beside that, the upright profile, room communication, called video concept. It doesn't have on the player duo. It's in the big website of the Vietnam. And for another example, the non-blind it just have the blind function. It doesn't have the communication or upright profile to player. That's we need to buy it to build our system.
Okay. And the last question is about the group chat function.
Yes.
You have the group chat, right?
Yes, teacher.
So how could you put the people in the group, or how could you invite people to the group? I mean, how you make the group? I mean, you show on your app.
It just
And,
only.
also another point is how many people can be allowed in the group. I mean, the maximum size of the group.
I'm sorry because our website is only interaction between one user and user. It's not a group chat. It's only the chat, private chat. User and player chat together or another user chat.
How about the video chat version, video
Yes.
call?
Video.
Does it allow the group, or it's just individual?
It just
One by one,
yes, but it's one by one.
for all of them.
Yes, teacher.
So, but actually, when playing game,
Yes.
especially online game, usually many people. It's not just two people, right? So I think your app should have some functions that allow group chat and group video call.
Yes, teacher.
I
Thank you.
think it would make a better instructions and more convenient for the gamers to use your app.
Yeah. Thank you, teacher.
That's all.
Yeah, thank you.
So I can see you list a lot of functions.
Yes.
So, which one do you like best in the system?
I think the profile to player and the communication. One communication.
Communication.
Our system focus to interact, to increase the interaction between user and player. So that's it. Our system.
This is your opinion, right? You view all the functions here. So, in your report, I think some entity here lists a lot of entities as images. So I think it's very, very simple. So to list all of them.
teacher, because my system using the MongoDB platform, so we have the collection database diagram. It connect the database together, so we don't have to we don't write the ERD diagram anymore. We have the collection diagram. Yeah, teacher.
This is actually just entity. What is actually this? Very simple. You don't have to list all of them like that.
I'm sorry about that.
Do you have any difficulties when interpret the payment method? For example, you can use PayPal here, right? So any difficulties?
Before our system integrate the PayPal, we our apply the Momo wallet. So, but the Momo don't have because it need to the some the API of the Momo is free. It's not free for the developer to use. So that is significant. And after that, I apply this PayPal. It it have our system because it is free. It have it called the support to the API support our system.
Thank you.
Thank you, teacher.
Okay. So, we have the implementer with the analysis and design system, and there is some challenge as a diamond clustering integration. However, first, I'm going with the property father want to reach out the world. Like the idiom about trying to the mountain. Because very simple system. It is very simple. So if you want to reach out to the world, yes, but you can get to check how to have to it has a lot.
Yes, teacher.
And so another question. The first, I think to manage the roster is to build again layer, community, and then the last stream. Okay, but have to add a file monitor for this function. Pay money for all the system.
I have already paid the money for the Play Duo system. I will pay the money to train a player, and that player will play with me in 1 hour. We have paid for 75 Vietnam dong to play. Yeah,
55,000.
75.
75.
Yes.
25.
Yeah, 75,000 Vietnam dong. Yeah.
So, your case is too many figures, but a few words. Can you open your thesis into work?
Yes, teacher.
And move to chapter number 4. number 5, requisition 129.
Yeah, teacher. Huh? 129.
So, chapter number 4, you have a green structure, development, environment, and some just few words, 2.4. You have to write more for explaining,
Yes,
for
teacher.
describing. For example, why when you use a operating system, Windows 10, and how and what so on. You have to describe more.
Yes, teacher. Yeah.
Another chapter, chapter number 5, can move chapter number 5,
Yeah.
few words, but really quick words. We don't the basic use many development.
Yeah.
Have to explain
Yes, teacher.
what, how, what.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for your attention.
Thank you, teacher.
And